Okay, Mr. Chow, with any kind of luck, we're recording. We're about 360 seconds from landing at the old Hong Kong airport. Right now I'm flying over the new Hong Kong airport, and my global somebody, the weather's not very good. Anyway, there is the old airport. If you can see it. It's down there in the fog. The old airport is. I'm going to this blue line on the directional gyro. It's pointing to an NDB beacon that's more or less where I think the end of the old ILS approach was, and unfortunately Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't have the ILS anymore into the old Hong Kong airport. So I'm faking it by flying a modified NDB approach using my ADF receiver. I'm at about 180 knots and I'm descending to 1,500 feet, and I'm going to learn pretty soon that that's really too low. I'm already more or less in the landing configuration. Off to the right side of the screen you see my flaps are at 25 degrees. I can still go to 30, but my landing gear's down, so I'm pretty much ready to land. This is a recording of my landing, so really the speed button up on the top should be highlighted. Heading has got the light on. But anyway, all that information is not accurate because when I replay, it doesn't update that. Okay, so here's another view of the cockpit. You see the throttles are going up because I realized that 1,500 feet was really too low. So I'm going to climb back up to 2,000 feet. And I did see on that one video I watched that bridge that's heading to my left. There's another bridge that's at our 90-degree right angle that runs off to the left, and Flight Simulator doesn't have that bridge. Let's see if I can go to an outside view. There's the bridge. But anyway, there's another bridge that runs off to the left nowadays, and the supports are in the center. I don't remember the visibility being this bad when I actually flew the approach. I think the weather's gotten worse, and Microsoft Flight Simulator is giving me real-time weather, even though it's replaying the airplane from when I previously flew it. So anyway, if I come down, usually I can get out of the clouds. You can't see much of Hong Kong. But anyway, Hong Kong seems to be cloudy a lot. I don't think I'm... Yeah, okay, so I'm passing this, the blue arrows going off to my right. And that was what I was calling the initial approach fix. So I'm going to start turning towards the airport, but it's still a little early based on where the NDB was. I wonder if I can do a map view. No, I can't. I'll show you the map later. So anyway, I'm still at 2,000 feet. And for whatever reason, I decided I needed to turn back to the left, although I hardly see anything. Mountains off to the left. Let me go back to outside view. Visibility is really rotten in Hong Kong. So anyway, the airport is definitely somewhere off to my right. And I'm looking for the checkerboard, but the checkerboard isn't here. But now I'm going to 30 degrees flaps, and I'm ready to land. I'm going to have to crank it to the right, because the airport should be to my right. I'm still at 2,000 feet, more or less. Now I'm going down. Oh, I climbed up. Okay, now we can see outside again. So the checkerboard would have been somewhere around here. So now I'm turning in. And there's the airport right there. And you notice that short building? Oops, a building is growing right in the way. It just grew, which is kind of rude. So I'm going to have to miss this tall building. I don't know that that's accurate, but that's kind of a building in a bad place. Because you don't want to hit the building. Okay, so we cleared the building. And now we're ready to land. Yeah, there's an X on the runway, but we don't care. So we pass the X. Touchdown, spoilers go up, engines go into reverse, nose wheel we gently lower to the ground, and I don't care about the passengers, or, oh, well, this is a freight version of the 747, so we're just going to stand on the brakes and get it stopped. And that pretty much ends our flight. So let's see if I can get map view. Replay 0, alt, world, map. This is what I was talking about. There's a NDB. This is the NDB I had tuned. This one back here. So I was flying to it, more or less, but I knew I wanted to be north of it. So that's why it went off to my right. And then the first time I flew this approach to practice it, I flew in a DC-3 that had 2 ADF receivers, so I could fly first to this one and then to this one, and after I got a feel for it, then I flew it in the 747. Okay, let's see if I can stop the recording.